Field Agent and Observer are both great side hustle apps where you're going to do audits and mystery shops and merchandising, but which one pays more in 2025? So this is what Observa is going to look like. When you first open it, there's going to be a list view of the different jobs. So you can see here, alcohol category photo audit is paying $12. This is a photo audit. You're not going to have to talk to anybody, similar to the Field Agent shelf views. So now $12, I did a couple of these today, took about 5 or 10 minutes. It took about the same amount of time as some of the Field Agent $3 gigs. So right off the bat, Observa is going to pay a lot more per gig, and a lot of them will start at a price and keep increasing. So this was originally $10 in my area. Now it's $12. I've seen them as high as $14 and $16 for the same exact gig. And now Field Agent does raise the reward for the gigs if no one does it for a while, but usually they're around $3 to $5. And this is still going to take just as much time as the $12 one. So Observa is going to pay more per gig for that one at least. Let's see what else there is. Category photo audit. That's another one. It's not alcohol, but it's category, $14. And you can see that all of these are paying from $10 to $14. Much more higher paying than Field Agent. Let's refresh and see what's on Field Agent. So right there, we have 3 gigs here. These are all going to be $3. It's pretty rare to see a Field Agent gig that is more than $3, and some of them are even $2 now. But just because each individual gig will pay more in Observa, it doesn't mean that you are going to make more. I've made probably a couple $100 with Observa, and on Field Agent, I made thousands of dollars. I made $6,100 so far with this account. As you go throughout the day, I would leave my house just to do these 3 and probably stay out for 3 or 4 hours, and more gigs will drop. So there's going to be a much higher volume of gigs on Field Agent. These are the ones that these are my earnings. I'm just going to scroll through. You can see that it's a significant amount. I do a lot of these. I do like 5 to 12 gigs a day, every day, and they'll drop. With these Observa ones, once they drop, they stay, and that's why they keep increasing. I think there's a lot less people that know about the Observa app than there are that know about Field Agent. But these ones will stay in the area, and they will be available a lot. These ones on Field Agent is much more competitive. I got that one. But a lot of times, if you go to reserve a gig, it'll say that it's not available anymore. So which app can you make more money on? Field Agent, you're going to make a lot more money, because there'll be more gigs. There'll be stores where there's multiple gigs at the stores. Observa is an app to keep on the side, because even though it looks like there's a lot of gigs, like this closest one is 9 miles, 9 miles, 10 miles, 11 miles, and then it goes to 25 miles. So they're all really far away. Field Agent, you'll be able to get a lot in your area, and you'll be able to make a route and actually do this as a legit side hustle. But use Observa to multi-app. So a lot of times there'll be Field Agent gigs at the same Walmart or at the same CVS or Sam's Club. So by multi-apping, you will make more, but do not expect to make enough for a side hustle with Observa. But Field Agent will be a legitimate side hustle. And click the link down below to sign up for these amazing side hustle apps.